The Philippine state of education amid COVID-19 pandemic closes all the school premises. Department of Education and Commission of Higher Education conducted and implemented the distance or the online learning, in which it is a process in which it delivers the lesson in various ways, including online technology, television, radio, and printed learning materials. It is a way of securing the safety of our students and of our teachers. Also, authorities stated that students may continue their learning even at home. But still, we can see, we can identify, and we can notice the difference between the traditional and online learning. Every coin has its two faces. Blended, online, and distance learning have the pros and cons. Researchers and authorities stated that online class is not for all. This is for the students who have the privilege to have this kind of things needed in an online class, and also for the students who don't have the things needed in an online class. We are seeking and we are fun to answer the factors affecting the learning and teaching in an online learning process, particularly in English language. This will discuss the teacher's digital competence, the student's learning environment and devices, the English language itself, and also the positive effects that the students may gain in an online learning process.
We all know that here in the Philippines, many teachers have a small knowledge about the digital literacy. So with that, they find it difficult in transitioning the classes into a new mode of learning.
For those who are literate sa computer, kayang-kaya nila. I think mga magagaling sila kasi sa training na ibinigay sa amin. Pero ako, habang nanonood ako sa training, pag isang click din ako makasunod, no more, din ako talaga makakasunod.
According to Chunchin and others 2022, training opportunities for teachers to support their needs for online distance learning are critical and must be prioritized in a result of teacher complying and getting in with the idea of new mode of learning. Just like what happens in the past years with our teachers and our professors. They are given support to experience and practice their own skill, which turns out to be a successful one because it improves their knowledge and skills in terms of digital literacy. There are many factors in acquiring a one's knowledge. Improving a knowledge, especially at this time, really needs and acquires many things, such as having devices like cell phones, laptop, computer, internet, and etc. for online learning. Other example or other thing is their own place. Is it too peaceful for students to have a quiet and comfortable learning rooms? And lastly, the accessibility with the devices. According to Batikalon and others 2021, as a result of the pandemic, having computing devices with the necessary specification is critical for successfully engaging in distance learning. And not having gadgets that can properly run learning management system is considered a barrier for online education.
The sudden changes in education system experienced by learners and teachers have significant impact on teaching and learning of English language. Through the use of technology, it became more accessible and convenient for the teachers to teach and for the learners to learn. The students have now unlimited access on learning resources, allowing them to develop their skills of becoming an independent learner, which is essential in developing or promoting lifelong learning. Furthermore, online learning permits instructors and teachers to incorporate technology into teaching, allowing them to develop innovative concepts that will enable the students to become more collaborative and inventive to promote a better yet convenient way of learning and teaching. Due to the sudden transition from traditional type of learning to online learning, the students were forced to stay and learn at home, which became advantageous for them. Since the students are required to carry out their learning at home, they no longer need to spend time commuting and providing transportation fees, which means they will not only save money and time but also conserve their energy and effort for academic learning. Another advantage the student gain from online learning is that students can now able to utilize the use of technology. Students can now explore and adapt technology and incorporate it into their learning.
Technology can help through videos and games to increase student engagement. And that's one very important way in which we can enhance the experience of the learner and complement the work of teachers.
Giving the opportunity to explore and enhance their knowledge and skills in terms of using technology, which will not only beneficial or benefit the students' academic performance but also improve the students' communication abilities and boost self-confidence and motivation.
Online learning is not just an adjustment for the multitude, but it's also a big challenge for those who teach and learn the English language.
Why are those virtual classes harder?
Because I don't have direct contact with the teachers.
Since the COVID-19 pandemic has caused schools all over the country to turn to online learning, questions have been raised concerning the calibers of education, English learners, or the students whose level of English proficiency limits their capacity to engage in school meaningfully are getting. The experience of learning online itself constituted as one of the major factors that affects the learning process. This covers both the use of technology in education by teachers and the educational incentives it provides for students. As classes shifted online, having a quiet and comfortable learning environment for students is vital, but a privilege not available to all. Considering the generally existing digital divides, students and teachers are predominantly likely to be lacking the devices, connection, and digital literary skills necessary to participate in an online learning program.
And so what are you usually doing your work on?
I do it in my phone.
So you're doing your homework on your phone?
Families with unstable economic constraints may have difficulty obtaining reliable accessibility to these. But inversely, several instances of students who've coped well and benefited to the established supports received. There were plenty of tremendous opportunities for students to explore and utilize the various resources on the internet, as well as to broaden their learning. As using technology equips English language learners with growth opportunities to further hone their communication skills and language proficiency, strengthening their motivation and attitude to successfully approach their studies. Teachers were able to delve more critically about how they engage students and facilitate learning, ensuring ample opportunities for students to speak, listen, write, and read in the English language. There is light at the end of the tunnel, a rainbow after the rain, and every cloud has a silver lining. It is a challenging learning experience teachers and students face, and it appears that it is what motivates them to plunge headfirst into the online learning modality. The resolution that is okay to stumble for the good of the students and teachers on the opposite end of their screen.